Hello YouTube, welcome to part 3 of my life story. My previous parts are in the description along with the German language version of this video. If you speak German, please check it out along with the last couple parts in German as well. This part deals with my first job and also my time in college. Chapter 4, Chelmsford College. In the summer of 1982, Mrs. Thatcher ruled Great Britain. Society was very anti-gay, and there was no gay pubs outside the big cities. Was I the only gay man in Brentwood? Probably not, but I didn't have any gay friends. There was no gay characters to speak of on television. You had the camp John Inman, who didn't help the gay cause particularly, and I was 95% certain I was gay. In September, Lucy went back to Hockwell, despite me protesting that it's a horrible school, it was hell for her. She protested as well. Peter, our adoptive father, ignored us, and she had another 4 years of hell there. In September, I went to Chelmsford College and did a BTEC business course where I learnt accounting, law, computers, and also on an old-fashioned typewriter I learnt to type. Back in the day I could type 20 words a minute. Even today I can type 15. I've never used a computer in my job, so it's one of those life skills which I've never forgotten. Okay, the college was for people aged 16 to 19. There's around about 1,000 people there. There was no bullying. The college was in a street about 1 kilometre long where there was 12 pubs. My favourite pub was the Prince of Orange, and there was a mixture of punks, rockers, hippies, and the odd gay man. There was, of course, cannabis there, and I have tried cannabis, and I have smoked it very, very occasionally in my life. I prefer beer and normal cigarettes to cannabis, I'll be honest, and my last joint was over 20 years ago. You could be yourself, as I said, and it was a great pub, but unfortunately it closed down in 2000 due to the police objecting to it. Most of the other 11 pubs were okay, and they didn't ask to prove you're 18 to buy beer. Nowadays you go in a pub and there's big signs everywhere, think 25, and they ask you for ID if you appear to look under 25. I went out on Friday and Saturday evenings in certain pubs in Brentwood, and my father, Peter, hated it. I wasn't an alcoholic, and I loved the college and hated my life at home. Chapter 5, my first job, and that was with Customs and Excise. In June 1984, I left college and was unemployed for 6 weeks. It's the only time in my life I've ever been unemployed. And in September 1984, I joined Customs and Excise. I had a filing job there, and you could smoke in the office, on the underground, on buses, and on normal trains. I had many friends there, but the following year in 1985, I got promoted and moved to another office 2 kilometres from my previous one. My job was answering the telephone and asking answering general questions about customs and excise. Is there VAT on children's clothes? No. What is your duty-free allowance? 200 cigarettes, etc. Is there VAT on tampons? Of course, 20%. And various rates of duty for different items. An example would be, how much duty would there be on a carpet from Germany, India and from North Korea? And the answer back then was 5% for India, 25% for North Korea, and no duty, just VAT from Germany. I again had many friends there, and my work life was perfect, but my family life was hell. In part 3, I will tell you about my first gay experience, my first girlfriend, and leaving home. And it wasn't because I was gay. Anyway, give this video a thumbs up. Check out the German language video down below. I hope you found my life interesting. And part 4 will be out in a few days. Stay lit, guys, and thanks for watching. Hello, I forgot to say what follows is some photos from my life. Enjoy.